The hordes of the Wildmen of Dunland have besieged Edoras, the capital city of Rohan. The defenders had a valiant defense, but the walls were overwhelmed and the gates fell. Now, Wildmen pour into the city, destroying anything in their path. The princes of Rohan, Halath and Hammer, know that if their people are to survive, they must either flee or break the forces of Dunland. Wolf, the High Lord of the Hill Tribe, sees this as the perfect opportunity to gain vengeance against Helm Hammerhand by taking what he cherishes most, his children. For this game, we are using the contents of the brand new Battle of Edoras box set from Games Workshop. If you play through all the scenarios that come in this book, this is the final one, Scenario 4. The Last Stand of Princes. My name is Jacob Lucas, and today I'm going to be controlling the Defenders of Edoras. I'll be playing Halath and Hammer, who are Helm Hammerhand's two sons. Alongside them, they have 24 warriors of Rohan. All of these are brand new miniatures, and I've been working hard getting them all painted to debut them for this game.
Hi, I'm Matt from Beast Gaming, and I'm here to throw down in my first game of the new edition of The Lord of the Rings. I'll be taking the Dunland side. I'll be taking General Targ, Wolf, and a whole bunch of screaming maniacs with glorious beards like me. And we'll have some flaming brands and some spears and even some shields, which is pretty exciting for a old school Dunland player like myself. The key kind of character in my arsenal is Wolf. He's got an amazing rule where he goes hero hunting and gets some bonuses for that, so you'll see that in the game too.
This scenario is all about the heroes. I get 1 victory point for each of Halath or Hammer that survive this game, but if Matt kills them, he'll get 1 point per prince. This same rule applies to General Targ and Wolf, so it's all about killing heroes. There's also an objective in the center of the board, and at the end of the game, whoever has more models within 3 inches of that scores another 2 VPs. This game is going to go for 10 turns, and there's one more ability that I have. It's called the Young Prince, and if Hammer moves off the board at any stage, the game is immediately over, but it is immediately a draw. I'm obviously going for a win here. I don't need a draw. I need to kill these Wildmen, so I'm going to hope that I don't need to use that.
I have a really awesome rule that I get to play that I can't wait. It's called the Hordes of the Tribesmen rule. Basically what happens is every time one of them dies, I get on a 4+, they come back in ongoing reserves or reinforcements.
The terrain that we're playing on today is from the Kingdom of Saxonia, one of Conquest Creations' line of STL files of wargaming scenery. If you want to get it for yourself, then you can find all of our STL files over on our web store. While you're there, you can check out our other kingdoms, including the Kingdom of Azragor, Durak Deep, and Tor Ithalas. Right now, we are running a Kickstarter for our newest line of terrain, the Kingdom of Noldoreth, an elven-inspired city that has been optimized for your wargaming. All of the buildings have fully playable interiors and doorways large enough to fit miniatures through, and each level of the buildings is connected by ladders. They're easy to print and a ton of fun to paint. If you back the Kingdom of Noldoreth campaign, then you can add on any of the other kingdoms at their original discounted Kickstarter price to save money. We even have the Conquest Mega Bundle with every single piece of terrain that we have ever designed at a massive discount. Don't have a 3D printer? Well, no worries. Check out our Buy Printed page on our website. And if you're interested in selling physical prints, we have merchant licenses available. It's the perfect time to pick up the merchant license for the Kingdom of Saxonia. Alright, let's get into this battle report. In this battle, the good side deploys within 6 inches of the center of the board, and then the evil side deploys outside 12 inches of the center of the board. Because of the 2 Kingdom of Saxonia buildings, there's a north battle line and a south battle line, and I've thrown a few models inside one of the buildings just in case Matt tries to sneak through there. Matt's deployment, he just mirrored what I did, putting 1 hero on each flank, ready to charge in and get into the fight. And here we are at the first turn priority roll. I've got the Conquest dice on a 3. You're on a 5. Now, you've won the roll-off. This is the new edition. That means you get to choose who gets priority.
I think you're definitely going to go first.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I didn't want to go first, but
well,
I'll take it. All right. Good luck. Have fun. And moving first is really awkward for me here. Matt's still a long way away, so it's really cool to see the new addition already having an impact on this game. I've decided to make 2 gaps in my defensive line, which might seem silly, but I want to leave space for these princes to charge out and start killing these wildmen.
So I couldn't make it into charge range being outside of the 6, apart from Wolf getting in there and being able to hopefully kill some archers so I don't get shot to pieces wearing my t-shirts and robes and things. I also charged in with General Targ to kill some of those archers because they're going to be very, very bad for my homeless dudes.
I'm going to start my shooting phase with these 3 warriors of Rohan with throwing spears going into these wildmen. I hit on 4s normally, but because I moved, I get -1. So I've got 2 hits there, that's nice. Your defense 3, I'm strength 3. And no kills. My next group of warriors went, they threw their spears and managed to get a kill on one of the wildmen.
First blood to Jacob.
The rest of my archers fired and didn't get any kills, but now I've got Hammer. He's trying to get a kill. He has missed though. He hits on a 3. He didn't move, but a 1 won't do it. So that goes to your shooting, Matt. Matt's shooting started off with 1 warrior of Dunland firing in and killing one of my warriors of Rohan. That hurt. And the next group of archers, these 3 fired across and managed to kill another one of my warriors. Not a good start for Rohan. And that goes into the combat phase because Matt decided that I would have priority. I get to decide if we do Targ first or Wolf first. But first, do you want to call any heroic actions?
I think I do. I'm going to call a heroic challenge with the mighty Wolf. He's going to call out Haleth and basically go, I'm coming for you.
Okay, so that crosses off one of his points of might, so he's got 2 left. Now, heroic challenge is pretty scary for me. Basically, what's going to happen is I've got a choice here. I can either say, yes, I'll accept this challenge, or no, I don't accept this challenge. Regardless of what I say, if your wolf is fighting Haleth, you'll get +1 attack and +1 to wound. That's on top of your Hatred Rohan, which is another +1 to wound, and your Usurper King special rule, which gives you reroll 1s to wound. You also have General Hunter, so if you kill me, you get a point of might back, and you'll get another point of might back because you won a heroic challenge. So I've got a ton of reasons to say no to this. But if I do say yes, we have to fight, we have to charge each other if possible. And I also get +1 attack and +1 to wound. Oh, I don't really want to say yes, but
do it, coward.
I think I have to, because otherwise you'll just get those bonuses and eventually you're going to hunt me down. So let's do it. The heroic challenge has been accepted.
Hell yeah.
That doesn't affect anything this turn because there's guys in the way, but next turn we'll be fighting and hopefully I'll be winning. With all the heroics done, we can just get into fighting. Let's start with Wolf. I want to try to put some damage on him before Haleth has to go into him. I've got 2 warriors of Rohan there. They've each got 1 attack, so I'm going to roll 2 dice, 1 for each of them. I've got a 2 high. Now, you've got Wolf, you're 3 attacks base, but you're on horse and you've charged in, so there's 4 dice.
Let's go.
Yep, you've won that for sure. Now, you'll knock them both prone. So roll these in pairs of 2 because each strike doubles. So can you kill the first one?
Let's see.
Yes, you can. Can you kill the second one?
Yes,
yes, you can. And in the next fight, it's the same thing for me. I've got 2 archers, so I'll roll my 2 dice. I'm on a 5. Now, General Targ is 2 attacks +1 because he charged. You're on a 4 high. You can spend a point of might to win this if you would like to.
I definitely will.
Yep. All right. So he's got 1 might left. See if you can get some kills.
3 chances to do it. So 6 dice. Let's go.
My first one's dead.
Oh.
And the second one's dead. All right, that's turn 1 over, taking us into turn 2. And we'll start with the priority roll. I'm on a 2. You're on a 3. You get to decide who gets priority this turn. Now keep in mind, if you let me have it, then General Targ will give all wildmen within 6 inches reroll 1s to wound when making strikes because of his Dunlanding Commander rule.
I'm going to let you have it. I think you going first in. I want to see where you go and what you do and make sure you don't flee too far.
All right, that's fair enough. I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to start with some of my warriors of Rohan just charging into the Dunlandings. I'm just getting my models out of the way so that Haleth can charge into Wolf because they're in a heroic challenge. I really want to win that. Now, as I'm moving this model, he has a throwing spear and he's going to charge this wildman of Dunland. So he's going to throw his throwing spear at him. He's hit on a 6 and hasn't got the kill. So he'll just finish his move, fighting that wildman. On this side, Hama is charging into 2 of the Dunlendings, hoping to get as many kills as I can. And I put these guys inside this building because I thought that Matt might try to go around the flank, but he hasn't. So they're just running into the fight as well, trying to get involved.
Lines have really, really heavily met as well. So we've got 2 kind of war fronts. So we're going to try to trap them all in there and get as many fights as possible to use that bonus that I got from General Tug.
The end of your activation phase, any slain Dunlendings may come back, and a 6 is enough. You just need a 4-up, so he comes back in from the edge of the board. And that goes to the shooting phase. Matt, I've got nothing to shoot this turn because all my guys are fighting for their lives. What about you?
I've got nothing because I just needed to get in there and try to get my daggers out and stab you, or, you know, hit you with arrows, I guess.
Now, being evil, you can shoot into combat if you want to. You'll just risk killing your own guys. You don't think it's worth it yet?
I think I've lost 1 to your 6, so
Yeah.
I think I'm in a position where I don't want to give you more of an advantage.
And at the start of the combat phase, we have the opportunity to declare heroics. Now, Matt, because you gave me priority, you've got to decide first. What are you going to call?
Well, I'm definitely going to call strike because we're the same fight right now, and I need any edge I can get because you are worth a victory point, and the prince needs to die.
So that is Wolf down to 1 point of might left. Haleth will also strike because I would really like to win that. Hammer's not going to call anything. He's going to save his might points for now. So I've got 4 might on the board. You've only got 2 because you've been spending them. The fight started off with me killing a warrior of Dunland and then getting pushed back in the next fight against a 2-hander. Luckily, I didn't die. And then in the next fight, I didn't manage to kill the warrior of Dunland. But now we're into Hammer. I've charged in. I've got 2 attacks base, +1 because I charged. How about you set the bar for me?
All right, let's go. Big 6. Oh, yes.
That's not good. Oh, I've got a 4. I've got 2 points of might. Now, I could spend them both to win that, but I think I'm gonna hold on to them. So, you've rolled a 6, which definitely does a wound. The 3 will not wound against me because I've got a defense of 6. Even though you've got Hatred Rohan, that's not enough. I'll just push back, and you know what? I'm gonna be spending my fate point.
Ooh.
So, on a 4-up, which that wasn't, I would have avoided that wound. I'm going to save my other point of might, so he's 1 wound, 1 fate. The last fight saw General Tardy spend a point of might to win this fight, and then he got another kill. Now, it might be crazy that he's used all his might, but he has Master of Battle, so even once he's run out, he can still call heroics, as long as I call him first. In the last 2 fights on these flanks, I managed to kill one of the Wildmen, but then they killed a Warrior of Rohan in return. This flank went remarkably well. The Warriors of Rohan turned it on, and we killed 5 Wildmen in a row. We won every single fight except for 1, and the one we lost, we managed to survive. So these guys are obviously inspired by their prince, and we're going to go into that fight now. It's Haleth versus Wolves.
Well, let's go.
Before we get into the combat, we both called a heroic strike. Now, this is going to add D3 to our fight value. I'm fight 6 up to fight 9, but you're only fight 8. We both get an extra attack, so I'm up to 4 attacks. And let me set the bar. There's a 6. I've got the higher fight value than you, which means I have won that, which is absolutely huge.
I'm in danger.
Now, I could target your horse and try to kill that, but I think I'm just going to go for the rider. I need 4s to wound. That was not what I was hoping for. That's just 1 wound. I could spend 2 points of might to do another wound, but that isn't worth it.
The challenge continues.
That takes us into turn 3. Let's roll priority.
Yes.
You've got it. Well, you get to choose who gets it. Do you want to move first, or do you want me to move first?
I really like having the choice here. It's really cool. I'm thinking that I have a whole bunch of Dunlendings that aren't a 4-up come back. So I kind of want to see where you go and what you do. So I'm going to let you have the priority.
And I just charged as many of the Wildmen as possible across the board. Hama just is going for warriors. I don't want to try hero hunting, especially because he's already been wounded. And Haleth had to charge straight into Wolf. So I'm hoping I can just win that fight, kill Wolf, and then I think this game will be smooth sailing if I can do that.
The cowardice. Letting Jacob go first meant that I didn't actually have that many options to move. I moved about 4 models, just straight into pair off as many fights as I could to have the advantage kind of go mold my way.
And at the end of your activation phase, we're going to see how many Wildmen come back on a 4-up. Oh,
whoa!
what?
I'm just gonna buy a lottery ticket. That was
That was crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've got 7 wildmen to move on.
All right, sounds good. The mighty usurpers of Edoras have charged in and paired off a few more combats to reform the lines and get those reinforcements in. So I rolled 4+, 7 of 7 dice. So I have 4 on the south flank just over here. And then in the north, through the north gates, I've had another 3 show up as well to basically reinforce the lines.
Going into the combat phase, I'm going to be calling a heroic strike with Haleth, Prince of Rohan. That puts me down to 1 might remaining on him. Do you want to counter that with Wolf?
I will definitely counter that with Wolf because you're the objective and we're in a bit of a biff. Doing that heroic challenge is going to be bloody either way.
All right, you're out of might. This is going to be a huge one. We're going to get to that one last. And the battles started. Initially, no models were lost, and then Matt killed one of my warriors of Rohan, but I followed that by killing a wildman of Dunland. The next fight is Hama, and he did charge in. Do you want to set the bar for me, Matt?
Let's go, big 6. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold it.
no. Oh, no. So I will push back. Then do you want to
Yeah.
strike the rider or the horse?
I'm all about killing the rider. Let's go.
All right,
Yeah.
see if you can wound this young Prince of Rohan.
Let's go. Oh, not going to get
3
there.
is not good enough. The next fight saw me push back a wildman, and then one of my warriors of Rohan got pushed back but wasn't slain. A 2-hander managed to get the kill against the warrior of Rohan. He gets +2 to wound when he wins that fight, 1 for the 2-hand and 1 for Hatred Rohan. That is massive. In the next fights, I pushed back another wildman, and then I lost another warrior of Rohan. My warriors performed so well last turn, but they couldn't back it up this turn. We've got the last fight now. It's Haleth versus Wolf. Let's see how heroic strikes.
Oh,
Huge. So
Devastating.
that takes me up to fight 8, whereas you're only on fight 7. Do you want to set the bar for me?
yep, 3 dice.
4 dice because of the heroic challenge.
All right, I've got a mighty 4 dice. Let's see if I can get a big thing on 6. Let's go. Oh, into the tray. Get a reroll 3.
All right, you're on a 6, so I will need a 6 to win this. Now I'm going to start with my 2 warriors of Rohan that are helping me out. Just get a 6 nice and easily. No, they're only on a 5.
I just thought we were having an honor duel, but you know, Rohan are just so dishonorable.
Yeah, the Rohan warriors just snuck in to protect the prince. I've got 4 dice here with Haleth. I've got 1 point of might. I need a 5 at least. Oh, that's not good at all. So I've lost that. You're strength 4, I'm defense 6, so you need 5s to wound. But you have Hatred Rohan, which gives you +1 to wound. You've also called a heroic challenge, which gives you another +1 to wound. So you need 3s. On top of that, you have the Usurper King special rule, which means you can reroll 1s to wound when making strikes against enemy heroes. Oh boy, I'm scared. Let's see what happens.
All right, so the mighty Usurper King rule is absolutely awesome. We're going to go 3s, rerolling 1s. Let's just flash kill this cowardly prince.
Oh, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, but I got a reroll, so
You
let's
do
see that
reroll?
1. Oh, it's into a 1. You can't reroll a
Huge.
reroll.
Okay, I have 3 wounds and 1 fate. I'm just going to take the 2 wounds and push back.
The saga continues.
All right, we're on to turn 4, and this is a bloody battle. Let's see the priority roll. I'm on a 3, you're on a 4. Now you get to decide again who gets to move first.
I think we're going to take the move this time.
Look, I think it makes a lot of sense for you. I do have more might than you, but General Targ has Master of Battle, so I'm not going to call anything, and I'm going to let you move.
So with the overwhelming numbers of the usurpers hitting the south flank, I'm going to pair off as many fights as I can so we can have a not so honorable duel because Jacob decided to chuck 2 Rohan warriors into the fight. So I've got 1 Dunlanding lad in the back ready to help me out. In the north, I charged in with General Targ into Hama to have a bit, and we'll see what happens there.
In my move, I only had 1 model unengaged, this archer, and he's just going to go and charge a wildman.
All right, so the 2 usurpers that have bows moved half distance so they can get a pot shot. They can actually be shooting into combat. So there's 1 usurper fighting 2 of the Rohan men right next to General Targ. So we're going to try to even that fight up as well. Let's go. Didn't matter.
You both missed. So this goes into the combat phase. Now you chose to move first, so I'm going to declare my heroics first. I'm going to be calling a heroic strike with Haleth, the Prince of Rohan. any counters from you. Actually, you're out of mine, so there won't be any counters coming from you. Fantastic.
Rub it in.
Exactly. And you've got priority, so you can decide the order that we do our fights. Over on this flank, I took 2 casualties and then just pushed back a wildman. We're going to save Haleth and Wolf to last. I took 2 casualties in the battle line here, but I managed to get it back by killing 2 wildmen. They're not equal to me, though. They come back to life. My guys don't. I'm running low on warriors, but we just got the heroes to go now. The next fight is Hammer versus Targ. We're both 5-5.
Winning that on a 4.
Oh, boy. I've only got 1 wound, 1 fate, and 2 might. If I spend the 2 might, I'll just match you, and then it's down to a 50-50. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna let you strike me.
Okay. See if we can do some damage. So, Hatred Rohan.
Hatred Rohan, you need 4s to wound. One more time. All right, you've done 1 wound to me. I'm gonna take my fate and see what happens here. I've passed it. So he's got no fate and 1 wound left, but he's still alive. And now it's time for the main event. It's Wolf versus Haleth. I got a heroic strike, so I'm gonna roll my fight value. I've got a 1, but that is enough. I'm now higher fight value than Wolf is. Now, one thing you may not have noticed, you charged me with an extra model with the Flaming Brand, and that's going to activate my Defenders of Edoras special rule. Whenever Haleth is outnumbered in a combat, if he wins the duel roll, he may re-roll any failed to wound rolls when making strikes. I'm now outnumbered, so I hope you're scared. I'm going to let you set the bar for me.
All right, let's go. Let's see if I made a huge mistake sending in a usurper. All right, I got a 5.
You've got 1 more attack with Wolf because of the heroic challenge.
Yep, forgot about that.
Now, you can also use the Usurper King special rule, which allows you to re-roll 1 dice in the duel roll when you're fighting a hero.
Let's do that now. Let's see a big fang on. Oh, no.
Okay, you're on a 5. Whew.
So don't roll a 6.
Pretty much. Please. I've got a 5 as well. You've got no might. I've got no might now that I've struck, so I've won that fight. Huge.
Awesome.
I'm going to put all of my attacks at Wolf. I just want to kill him. So you are defense 5. I am strength 4. And I've got +1 to wound for the heroic challenge. So I need 4s to wound, re-rolling. Wow.
Doesn't need it.
That was 4 wounds. That is huge. That kills Wolf outright. As a reward for that, I will also regain 1 point of might from the heroic challenge.
Devastating.
That goes into turn 5. Let's roll priority. I've got a 5. You've got a 1. And you know what? I'm going to choose to have this one for sure.
You sure you really want to do that?
I really want it, I promise. You guys have probably noticed a few new effects going on in this video, and I want to get your feedback on the production of this video. Is there anything that we can do to improve this video and make it more entertaining for you as a viewer? Please let me know in the comments. I want to get your thoughts to make the best videos possible. In my move, Hammer just ran away from General Targ. I don't want to fight him anymore. And my warriors have gone in and surrounded him, meaning he is trapped. So if I win that fight, then I'll double my strikes against him. Over on the other flank, there should be nothing to stop Haleth. He's just going to charge as many guys as possible so he can get those reroll to wound and just get kills.
Jacob tried to tag as many of my usurpers as possible, but could only get so many. So we decided to try to get a bit of a trap on Haleth, kind of matching what he was doing to General Targ.
The fight saw me kill a wildman, and then Hammer failed to kill a wildman even though he won the fight. He rolled 6 dice, just needing a 4 to wound, wasn't able to get it, and then I took a casualty. Now we have General Targ. You've got 2 dice, I've got 3, because I've got 3 guys attacking you. Oh, that's not a great roll. That's also not a great roll from you. But I'm fight 3 on my warriors while you're fight 5. So I will simply push back because you've won that, and you kill these guys on 4s or 3s if you go for the archer.
Let's go for the archer. Nope. Nope.
Fantastic. On this side, I lost a warrior of Rohan, but did kill a wildman, and now it's into the main event. It's Haleth fighting 5 wildmen. Set the bar mount.
Oh, big 4.
On a 4. I can beat that.
Sure.
All right, I've got 3 attacks base, +1 for the charge. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to use my last point of might, the point of might that I got back from winning that heroic challenge. That's going to turn me into a 4, which is enough to win that fight. That is so huge. That saved me so much.
Oh, getting that point of might back. Let's go. Blood and glory.
Now, I'm going to be activating my Defenders of Edoras special rule. I am outnumbered, so I can reroll failed wounds. The first one, rerolling failed wounds, is dead.
Kiss splat.
The second one is dead.
Also kiss splat.
Third one is dead. fourth one is dead.
Oh, huge.
Huge.
Cool. My tribesman.
All right, that takes us into the next turn, Matt. Let's roll priority.
Oh,
Goes to you. Now, who do you want to move first?
I definitely do.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to be calling a heroic move with Hammer here. Now, he is unfortunately within 6 inches of General Targ, and you have Master of Battle 4 up. So on the roll of a 4, you'll copy it.
Oh,
You do not, so that is my move first. Hammer is just going to be charging into this one wildman and then wrapping around to the edge. I do have the option for him to escape the board and get a draw if I need it. I know wildmen are going to be coming in, but I want to leave that option open for me. I need to keep all of the models who are activated by this heroic within 6 inches of Hammer, so I'm not able to get a trap on General Targ this turn. So this is the board after your move. Matt, talk us through what you did.
okay. So I'm just trying to pair off as much fights as possible to just whittle those Rohan cowards down and get a trap on Haleth as well. So I have 9 whole dice for some tribesmen to come in. Let's see if I can get 1,000,000 4+s again. Let's go. Oh, not
Oh,
quite
that
as
wasn't good. That was only 2. Yikes.
Oh,
How the mighty have fallen.
yeah, this is not great. Let's bring in some lads.
This combat phase was going well for Rohan. We managed to get a kill here and there. General Targ did kill one of the warriors of Rohan, and Hammer killed a wildman. But now we have Haleth, who is surrounded. Set the bar for me, Matt.
All right, so the red dice is going to be the two-hander. So on a natural 6, that stays a 6. And it didn't matter because I rolled 2 1s and a 3.
3 down to a 2. I've got my 3 dice here. I've won it, thankfully.
On a
Now
mighty 4.
I can reroll wounds because I'm outnumbered. Oh, that's not a good start. I've done no wounds. Let's roll again. I've done 1 wound. I'm going to kill the man with a flaming brand who's close to that objective. So take him out.
Ooh, tactical.
Yeah. Goes to priority for the next turn.
Big 6, let's go.
Goes to you. I'm not going to call any heroics, so that just goes straight to your move.
We're going to just... General Targ's going straight in here.
Wow, so going straight after Haleth.
Yeah, got sick of having the cowardice running away. And now let's just make it happen over here.
Yeah, that's a brave move because I am higher fight, but I love the ambition from General Targ.
Then in with Haleth, and then we tried to pair off and get as many traps as possible on these Rohan models.
And now you're rolling for your reinforcements. There's 10 dead wildmen.
All right, let's get better than 2 this time. Let's go. Oh, much
That
better.
was better than 2.
All right, just take away the couple. Oh, that was awesome.
That was
so
7
more.
Big.
Let's go. I have 5 whole archers coming in, and they're just going to move half, and they're going to try to dehorse Hammer to make him not be able to flee off the battlefield as easily. I've also sent a couple more down to deal with the other threats, because there's still a couple of heroes alive, which is a bit of a pain. I wanted to kill at least 1 by now, but that's okay. We'll get them soon.
My move was really, really straightforward. I just had 1 guy to move, and he just is spear supporting his mate. So that's going to go into the Dunlanding shooting phase, where there's a lot of bows coming at Hammer now.
So hitting on 5s. All right, we've got a whopping 2 hits.
2 hits. Now, you need to see if you hit me or you hit you.
All right, so let's see if I hit myself. All right, 1 into me, 1 into you. So into the Dunlanding. All right, he is gone kasplat.
You killed your own guy. Nice.
Yep. And then up down for you. And it goes to hit your horse.
So you've hit my horse. You kill my horse on a 5.
It is a 2.
Not quite. That's so close. If you had killed him, I would have had to replace that model with a version of him on foot, but luckily I survived. The fight phase started off with me just pushing back a wildman, and then another wildman killed another warrior of Rohan. I've only got 5 soldiers left now, and then the 2 heroes. The next fight saw me kill a wildman, and then I lost another warrior of Rohan, and we're up to the main event. It's Haleth versus Targ. You set the bar because you're on a lower fight value than me.
Yeah, so the red dice is the only one that matters, which is going to be the 2-hander. So if I roll a natty 6, it's a 6. Otherwise, it's -1.
I've got 3 dice. I've got no might. I just need a 5. I'm in a lot of trouble if I don't get this. There's the 5.
huge.
So I have won it. Now I am outnumbered. I'm going to throw all my dice into trying to kill General Targ. Here we go. He's defense 5. I'm strength 4. So it's 5s. Re-rolling. There's 2 wounds. Re-rolling for the Defender of Edoras. 2 wounds. Now you have 1 wound and 2 fate remaining. You need to pass both of these fate for General Targ to survive this.
All right, let's make it happen. All right, Fang on dice, don't fail me now.
Oh, huge.
That is amazing.
All right, Matt, we've made it to turn 8. There's this turn and then 2 more after it. It's getting tight.
Oh, it's a tough game. Oh, look at that.
Your priority. Okay.
Yep.
I've got a Might on Hammer. I don't think he needs to spend it, so that goes to your move.
All right, so there's not many turns left of the game, and I've killed all but 4 warriors of Rohan, which is pretty good. So I'm thinking we gotta go for that center objective and try to flash kill one of these heroes as well.
And at the end of the movement phase, Matt got 1 Wildman back, but that is it. All of my models are tied up.
I moved full with everyone because I want to get to that middle objective. I've got 1 Flaming Brand on there, so that Chad on the middle there counts as 2.
And at the start of the fight phase, Hama, Prince of Rohan, is going to be spending a point of will to activate his Warrior Poet ability. This gives him and all friendly Rohan models within 6 inches reroll 1s to wound. If he wins that fight, maybe it'll help him kill General Targ. If he loses that fight, he's in a lot of trouble. Both him and Targ are on no fate, 1 wound, so it's going to be a tight one. Hama does have a point of might, but we're going to save that one till last. And the fight phase started off very poorly. I lost 3 warriors of Rohan out of 4 fights. It's just 1 warrior and the 2 heroes left. We're going to start with Haleth absolutely surrounded. Do you want to set the bar for me, Matt? You've got 5 guys in there with 1 2-hander.
Yeah, so the red dice will be the 2-hander. We want a natty 6 on that one because it's just a nice little flex. And no 6s again. All right.
I'm a 5. I've got my 3 dice. I need a 5. No! I haven't got it. That means you've won that fight and you can roll to wound. I'm defense 6. So that 2-hand is going to need 4s to wound, and the rest of them will need 5s, thanks to a +1 to wound from Hatred Rohan.
So do you reckon you're trapped?
I think I'm maybe a little bit surrounded.
All right, let's see if we can set you on fire as well.
He's dead. Oh. He's so dead.
Good night, sweet prince.
You've killed him. And the last fight is Hama, Prince of Rohan, going up against General Targ. We're both the same fight. We both have 2 dice. Now, this fight is really important. Due to the scenario special rule, the Young Prince, if Hama escapes the board edge, the game will instantly end, and it will be a draw. Now that I've lost Haleth, a draw actually looks like it might be a good result, especially seeing how many Wildmen are going after this objective. I just need to win this fight, and then I have an easy way out if I don't kill General Targ.
You gonna sing for us?
I'm a warrior.
Oh, we've got a 6. Both the same roll.
A 6, yeah, both a 6 and a 5. So they're both ready to fight pretty well.
Yeah.
That means it's a roll off. You've got priority here.
All right, let's get these out of the way.
On a 1, 2, or 3, it goes evil. On a 4, 5, 6, it goes to the good side, and I'll get to strike blows.
Let's go.
Oh no.
Big one.
That's all yours. All right. You have Hatred Rohan. I'm defense 6 to strength 4. That means it is 4s to wound me. Wow, this is scary.
Let's see if it happens.
Oh no!
Huge.
Hama, Prince of Rohan, has been slain. That's both brothers dying in 1 turn. Oh no.
I'm just fighting the wrong brother.
And this is looking like it might be the end for me, Matt. You've just won priority. I've got 1 model left alive on the board, this lonely warrior of Rohan, and you get to move first.
Okay, I guess I'll just charge in with my count.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I guess so. Make it cinematic. Let's go.
Let's do this fight. I'll set the bar for you. I am on, a 1. You have won the fight. Can you kill me?
Oh,
you got 6
maybe.
dice. You need a 4.
I don't know. Let's see. If he survives, he's definitely getting a promotion. He has to be a captain.
He's dead.
He's dead.
All right. Well, congratulations, Matt. I think you've just won this game.
Yeah, I mean, at least your pack-up is way easier now, right?
Exactly. At the end of the game, the final score is 5 victory points in favor of Matt to 1. He scored 2 for that objective, 2 for killing both of the princes, and 1 for keeping General Targ alive. I just got 1 for killing Wolf. That is a fantastic game. If you're new to this game, welcome to the Middle-earth strategy battle game.
Thanks for the game, Jacob. Had an absolute blast. Can't wait to play some more.
Well, that was a really, really fun game. Thanks for coming on, Matt, and I'm really, really liking the look of this new edition. This has been Conquest Creations, and thank you for watching. Before you head off, make sure you go and check out the Kingdom of Noldreth Kickstarter campaign, or if you're a fan of our video, feel free to join our Patreon to help support the channel.